How's it going, guys? So, You're Next from 2011 by Adam Wingard, written by Simon Barrett. I love Adam Wingard. I love this movie. His next movie after this, The Guest, was my favorite movie. I still don't think he's ever made a better film, and I don't know if he ever will, because that movie's fantastic. And then, of course, his work with VHS and everything. Then The Blair Witch, the third movie. So I love everything that Wingard and Barrett, too, pretty much, have ever been involved in. So this was the first thing I saw of theirs, and absolutely love this movie. Like, always have since I first saw it when it first came out. Such a fun watch. It was so different at the time, too. Like, it was very, very unique, this film, in 2011 when it came out. We were getting a lot of, like, just coming off the tail end of, like, the Saw movies and starting with the Paranormal Activity burst of popularity and everything. So, like, this was a very different and original film to get that year when it came out. And it was one of my favorites of the year, like, absolutely. And the girl, Erin, in this, besides being insanely gorgeous, like, stupidly fucking gorgeous, she is my favorite final girl in a horror movie, ever. Like, of all time. Like, me and Al Lucard, who is your new horror YouTuber of the month. So if you don't know Al for some reason, go over to his channel. I'll link it in the description. Subscribe, watch his content. Me and him collaborated a decent amount. So awesome, awesome guy. Go check him out. But we did a whole little top 10 list of our favorite horror scores of all time and our favorite horror final girls of all time. And she was number one. Like, what? I didn't even have to think, really. Like, it was harder doing like 10 through 2 than figuring out number one. This girl is such a fucking badass in this movie. That is just every box that could be ticked for what I want in a final girl and what I want to see her do is there. It's ticked off masterfully. And she is just fucking just, it's so much sexier that she's the way that she is. Like, it makes her so much sexier. Like, it really does. But she's just such a intelligent fucking woman, and she's such a strong woman, like, mentally and emotionally and fucking physically, and just every decision she makes is like fucking right on. Like, it's whenever I watch this movie, every decision she makes, every line that comes out of her mouth that tries to lead towards her and anybody else that she can save survival is perfect. It's like almost exactly what I would think in the exact situations. I love her character so much. Like, absolutely. And so we open up with the neighbors fucking, and there we go. And then we end up seeing them getting killed. As that song, I can't believe I can't remember the name of this song, but it's a good song. And it keeps replaying. There's a few scenes throughout the movie that we hear it playing on loop at this neighbor's house when they go to get help here. But they get killed. One of them gets killed with machete, and you see just "You're Next" written on the glass and stuff, on the glass door. Awesome stuff. Cool little opening, and you see like the animal mask, which, what are they? It's a fox mask, a lamb mask, and a tiger mask, right? Tiger, lamb, fox. That's it. Tiger, lamb, fox masks. It doesn't matter. This is the only time I'm differentiating, like, at all, like, throughout this whole video. So it doesn't matter. But those are, I'm pretty sure, the three masks that they wear. Which, the masks are really cool looking. They really are. But they are so ineffective. Like, no one in their right minds would be wearing these masks to pull off a whole fucking job like this, where so much is at stake and so much can go wrong, as clearly it does, because we see it go wrong over and over and over again for them in this whole fucking movie. So the eye holes are so tiny on these masks, and you wonder why they're falling for Home Alone shit by like coming through a window and nails through the fucking your feet. Like, it's because you can't see shit. It's because you can see like just like this a little bit around you. So fucking stupid. Like in a logistical like standpoint, like from that standpoint, it just does not work at all. Like, why wear a mask at all? Like, at a certain point, they end up getting fucked anyway, and their plans are ruined. And then they don't even care about the mask anymore. But if you're gonna wear a mask, which they have to at the beginning here, wear something you could see out of. Like, come on, like it's. I love the look of the masks. I really do. They're creepy. They're very effective for the scenes that they're used in. It's just, I don't know. It just annoys me that, yeah, no one is doing a job like this and murdering an entire family pretty much, wearing these fucking shitty fucking masks that you can't see through. Like, come on, really? Like, no, not one bit. Like, and you were not wearing those masks in reality. And when the parents first come in to the house, and he says that the door is unlocked, the father, and he's like, that's funny. This is why you will die, like within a half hour from now, because everyone's stupid, and there are a lot of stupid decisions in this movie, which makes Erin and her decisions even better, because you hear the others and see their decisions, which are just insanely stupid. And then you hear her like say, "This is what we should do," or "Go do this" to somebody else, and you're like, "That's why we love you." Like, that's why Erin is the best, like, for sure. But he thinks it's funny. The door's open, doesn't worry at all, the slightest chance that maybe somebody's in the house, that somebody broke in, anything like that. Not one bit. And the mom is like real adamant too that like someone is in the house. Like, she's like going real crazy, like basically saying someone's there. And then they search the house and stuff, and we see this in so many home invasion movies, which this is more of for me for sure than a slasher movie. Like, this is not a slasher film, like, for me, at all. Like, hardly at all, because it's just not. This is a home invasion film. There are differences. Like, The Strangers, for me, that's not a slasher film. Neither is Prey at Night, even though that one can be, it's a little more slashy, but to me, home invasion movies are different than slasher films. So this is just an awesome home invasion movie. But in all these type of movies, you always see them like go around and search the house first, and they never find anybody or the signs of that anyone was ever there, and then that's it. It would be so cool for just one movie for them to go around the house at the beginning, like near the beginning of the movie, and find one of a few people that have been hiding out in their house, and then like have to interrogate them and wonder why they're there, and just like, I don't know, I'm like writing a script like ad lib as I'm talking right now, but like I'd like them to find somebody for once. Like, instead of like, nope, well, it's clear, and then like they all get attacked later and shit, have them find somebody for once at the beginning. Like, throw a little twist that way. I don't know. It seems like a cool little twist to throw into a movie, so make something different for all the home invasion films that we've gotten. Then we have Crispin, who's Erin's boyfriend. She used to be like his teacher's assistant. And then they deemed it inappropriate, and they stopped doing that. And then Erin's outfit, too, in this fucking movie is so distracting. It's the same as, like, Jessica Biel's in Texas Chainsaw 3. Or, like, Morgana, like, everything she wears in Wishmaster 2. That same type of, like, level of distracting. Like, it really is. Like, and best final girl ever, like I said. And they're all meeting for their parents' anniversary, and I first saw this movie in the theaters, and when Felix, when you see Felix for the first time, half the theater said he's fucking guilty or something like that. Like something similar to that. And I was thinking the exact same thing. As soon as you see that character of Felix, soon as you see Tucci on screen, whatever's about to happen, this fucking guy has to do with it. Like, it's a little predictable. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just how he looks in this movie or just how he looks in general. But from the first time I saw that, and it was so funny that like half the fucking theater said like similar shit. Like they all made noises and stuff. Like we all knew that this guy was guilty of. We didn't even know what he was guilty of yet. Like nothing happened. We just knew that this fucking guy is guilty as sin. Just looking at him, which is absolutely hilarious. And every time I see him now, that's all I can think. As soon as I see him, like, yeah, we know you're a sick fuck. You like immediately. Like, so I thought it was a little predictable but again, I don't know. It probably was not intended. It's just, I guess he just looks like a fucking evil dude. I don't know, but I think it's hysterical. And then the whole dinner scene is awesome. Like just with the whole, like, and I know they improvise some of their like dialogue back and forth. And we have Joe Swanberg here, who directed was it Second Honeymoon, the segment in the first VHS, and or no, he acted in that one, and he directed another one. He's a director, and he's done a few things and stuff, Swanberg. But he's the older brother Drake, and when he's like arguing with Crispin and stuff about like Aaron being his teacher's assistant, and then him saying they called it off, and then like him calling his morality into question, and then having a whole fight and stuff erupt. It feels fucking realistic, man. It really does. Like and the whole familial, theme throughout this whole movie of family. And I mean, of course, that life is different for everybody. Everyone has different family. Everyone has different experiences growing up with their families and how close they are with their families and all that stuff. But like I was always raised and stuff, and I believe family is everything. Like if you don't have your family and you don't have your health, and you have nothing. And that's pretty much just how I was raised, like from my both parents, but especially my father, is that nobody cares in life. Like no one gives a shit, except for your family. Like that's all you have. And that if you don't have your family, there's nobody. You can have people in your life that you care about, sure, but then you can be there for them and help them. But then once you go home and stuff, like their shit's gone. Like their shit goes with them. You just have what you're dealing with and what your family deals with, and that's like the most important thing in life for me. Like, and I know others that way. I know people who can't see that way at all. And like I said, everyone has different lives and backgrounds and everything. But just the whole way of them dealing with family in this movie and showing how far money can make somebody go to just destroy their entire family. And not just like destroy them in in the saying when people just say, oh, you're destroying the family. No, I mean like actually fucking brutally murdering your entire family for money is so fucked up. I mean, I don't think I even have to say that. Like, I mean, hey, if some of you might hate your family that much, if you want to go for it, I can't say that on here, but your business is your business, is what I'm trying to say. But the whole way that they just deal with that whole subject in this movie is great. And you don't see too many movies in the horror genre of somebody like two brothers or like two family members killing their entire huge ass family off just for inheritance money. You don't see that too often. So it's another little interesting thing thrown in here. This whole little idea of the motives behind what's going on when we find out as the movie goes on. But the dinner scene is fantastic, and that was a big loop back around to that dinner scene. That shit was done flawlessly. Then we get the first bit of action here when we have that's director Ty West, the boyfriend who gets killed immediately, shot with the arrow when he's standing in front of the glass, in front of the window. So Ty West gets shot in the head. And then just Erin, as she starts helping everyone and stuff, when they start shooting the arrows through into the dining room. And Drake gets hit in the back of the, in his back, like near his shoulder and shit. And how Erin's just saying, everyone stay down. And then how she's giving everyone chairs to cross the room with, to get out of the room. Like, brilliant. Fucking not that hard to think of. But we would never see anybody else do this in a movie. Like, no other Final Girl is doing this shit. Like, you don't see it. Like, you really don't. So, point one for Erin, for the whole fucking chairs as shields to, and I love how she waits a little bit of time, too, to see multiple arrows come in, so then she can make an educated guess that they don't have, like, actual guns, that they're just using, bows and arrows, or crossbows. And bows and arrows. Fucking crossbows. And then make that informed choice of, all right, yeah, so we're good, we're safe with shields made out of chairs. Like, they're most likely not going to be firing, bullets into this room, like, so we can get out of here. If you get what I'm saying? Like, good thinking on her. And then if I haven't already said how fucking guilty as sin fucking Felix looks, as soon as they're trying to call for help, and in the middle of all this commotion, they're all like, we can't get signal. I signaled earlier today. And then Felix goes, oh, they're probably using jammers. You can get them on eBay for $30. Well, I heard enough. Like, it's this fucking guy. Like, immediately. Like, absolutely. Like I said, they played a little too heavy. That Felix is obviously in on this. Like, from the get-go. But, like, as soon as he says that about the fucking jammers and shit, yeah, that's it. Like, that's all I had to hear. Like, it's that fucking guy. And that weird-ass fucking girlfriend that he's here with. Like, Z, whatever her fucking name is. Yeah, it's them. And then the sister, when she has to run outside with the piano wire, or whatever that is, it looks like piano wire. Or barbed wire, some shit that they have hung like between the poles on the outside of the house on the porch, and she's gonna go try to run for help, and it's slow motion, and they open the door right before she gets outside, and then she just hits the fucking wire and falls backwards, and her neck's slit open. Awesome. Like, really fucking cool. Like, I remember people's reaction with that in the theaters, and like everybody was surprised. Like, no one was seeing that shit coming. That was really, really cool. Love that little scene. Even though, like, how fucking do they know who's running out there, and they're all different heights and stuff like that, and like how they know that she was gonna run out and she's the perfect height to get her neck slit by it. But that fucking doesn't matter. That's my nitpicking. And the mom's reaction is phenomenal. And why the fuck do you think? It's because it's Barbara fucking Crampton. What do you think? I wasn't going to fucking realize and lay on a Crampton praise in this video? Like I do with every video that I've done that has Jeffrey Combs and or Barbara Crampton in it? Of course not. Barbara Crampton's in there. She plays the mom and she's fantastic, as always. But her crying over the daughter, phenomenal. As always for Barbara Crampton. She is just amazing, and she looks great. Like, in 2011, like, she is always a goddess. She will always be a goddess. Like, there is no one like Barbara Crampton. And then the animal dude under the bed, and then he kills the mom with the machete. And then when they come up and stuff, and they see like "You're next" written on it, really cool. Like just the title of this movie, and just with those little scenes of it, like used as blood graffiti, basically. Awesome idea. Like, I love just the name of this movie. And then the whole scene when the other girl, the other sister or whatever, when she makes it to the neighbor's house, and the song keeps repeating, and I've been trying to think, like, subconsciously, like in the back of my head while I'm talking, since I mentioned it the last time at the beginning. I can't think of the name of the fucking song. It's killing me. I know I'm gonna remember it as soon as I end the video, and I'm gonna say, oh well, it's no one's there anymore. And then it'll be a fucking total loss on my part. But whatever. But yeah, that whole scene. And then just, it's so tense. And her just walking around, you know something's gonna happen. Like, you know one of those people are still at the neighbor's house or followed her there. And then she just ends up getting fucking killed. Like, it's a cut kill, right? Pretty sure. Like, I watched this like a few hours ago. Yeah, you don't see it. And then you see afterwards, though, you see like she got axe in the eye, which it looks cool. I wish we saw like her actually getting axe in the eye, like in real time, and not like a cutaway kill. But really cool scene. And then Erin, when she starts smashing the face of the guy, the first one she kills, smashing his face in and in and in, and fucking just going nuts on his face with the fucking whatever she's using, I forget. And then like she's looking around, and then like picks it, like, does anybody recognize him? And then just the way she takes charge, and fucking Felix and Z and fucking, I forget who else is there, but like everyone's looking at her like, damn, like, all right, like she's fucking taking control, man. Like, absolutely. Like, you could tell Zeke, right, or not Zeke. Fucking, I keep saying Zeke because I was saying that earlier to myself. Like, when I was writing shit down, watching this movie, I don't know why I kept wanting to call Felix Zeke. But if I was saying Zeke, I mean Felix. And from now on, I say Felix or Zeke, I mean that same person. But Felix is like, damn, man, like, this kind of throws a huge wrench in my plan that this is who my brother Crispin is dating, like, right now. And then, like, how they say, like, Crispin's strong. And Erin's like, yeah, no, he's not, but thanks. That's such a fucking great line, too. Like, yeah, no, he's not strong, but thanks for trying to make me feel better, which I don't need you to do that. And then the dad finds the stuff in the closet of them living there, or like I was saying earlier, like when you search the premises and no one's there, what, like they knew that they were going to search the house. I guess they saw them coming. He moved all the bottles of piss and like everything out of the closet, and then just put it all back in there like afterwards. Like, that I don't get. So I don't know why you couldn't find it. And then that whole situation of having to watch your dad get his throat slit right in front of you is fucking horrifying. Even for this fucking douchebag who's the reason for it, still gotta be horrifying. But he gives that whole little thing of like, oh, you really had to do that in front of me? Fuck you. Like, fuck you 1,000,000 times more than you can imagine. You're the reason this is happening. You put a hit on your fucking parents, on your fucking family. All your family is being wiped out right now. So you can get a few $1,000,000 or whatever the fuck it is. Doesn't matter how much it is. And you have the balls to tell somebody, oh, don't do that shit in front of me because I can only do what I'm trying to do and make the plans and stuff, but I can't see it happen because then I'll feel too guilty about it. It'll be too real. Fuck you. That's all I got to say to Felix. Fuck it. He is atrocious, this character. Like, the epitome of scum. Just evil. Like Michael Myers evil for this whole plan. And Crispin, too. Like, but Felix more so, just because he looks just like an evil, guilty fucker to begin with. So it doesn't really matter. He's guilty no matter what. And then we find out that Erin grew up on a survivalist compound, which is fucking awesome. Like, that is such a cool backstory for a final girl. Like, when do we ever hear that shit? I've heard something similar a few times, like not a survivalist place, but like some similar type, like compound, or like, you know what I'm trying to say. It's fucking like whatever time it is, 4 a.m. But yeah, like, so like I've heard it before, but just the whole her character, and then finding out she grew up on a survivalist compound. And that's how she knows all this shit. And just like fucking Dan Stevens from The Guest. Like, I would love to see a movie have Adam Wingard take Aaron from this movie, his first movie, and David from The Guest, his second movie. Make a movie pitting them against each other. I would love that. Aaron versus David. Absolutely sublime if they did that the right way. Oh, that could be so cool. I mean, yeah, she's just a regular badass chick and he's like a super soldier. Wingard, make it fucking happen. Barrett, guys, get together, work on it. They can definitely make something cool out of that. And yeah, I already talked about the whole killing your family for money shit because that's fucking stupid. Then Felix having to stab his fucking brother Drake over and over again, Joe Swanberg's character. And again, like, fuck you. Like, stabbing, oh, this is hard enough for me. Yeah, but yet you're stabbing your brother to death. Like, literally. Like, this is like what you're doing right now. Like, this is him with his hands at his bloodiest. The rest he hired these fucking goons because he's too much of a fucking coward. This is him fucking stabbing his brother. But he still has the balls to say, like, oh, I feel bad about this. Fuck you. Not all the money in the world is gonna fucking solve your issues. And then I love how Erin finds the dad dead. And one of the other guys creeps up on her and she is so fast to hear him and see him and then just know the only way out is through the window, and she jumps through the window. Awesome. That's such a quick thinking on her part. 100%. And then we get the nail boards where just I can't not think of Home Alone. Like, I don't know how anybody can't think of that movie. Like, when you watch like certain scenes in this movie, like, for sure. But like, he comes in and they even show like POV shots through the little slits on the mask. So see, those masks are fucking stupid. Like, they should not be wearing them. And that's why they decide not to after he finds out his brother's face has been smashed to bits by Aaron. And he steps on the nail board and it's hilarious. Oh, dude, and this shit. Now, I say dark shit all the time. I make dark jokes and I have a dark sense of humor. I've said that many times. There is not much, hardly anything, that somebody could say that would offend me. Unless it was something directed at my family. Like my daughter or my parents or sister or something, my family. That's it. Anything else, I can hear the most offensive shit in the world. It ain't going to offend me. But just the line of Z, Felix's fucking girlfriend, saying fuck me in front of your dead mother is so evil. That is so fucked up. I don't know what to say. Like, I really don't. Like, that's so cold. That is so wrong. That is like, you deserve a spike through the neck immediately just for speaking those words. Like, that's how evil that shit is. And like I said, if it was in a jokey, if it was in any other context, fine. In this context, it is fucking brutally evil, and fuck that bitch. Like, 100%. Like, gee, the first time I saw this movie and I heard her say that, I said, you gotta be kidding me. She just said that? She's gonna get killed. Like, he's gonna snap and fucking kill her. And I'm surprised he doesn't. Because she gets off, just for that line alone, she should have got so much worse at the end of this movie than what she gets from Aaron. Like, 100%. That is so wrong, man. To say that to somebody after... And I can't even go down to after all the shit he's been through because he's fucking, this is his fucking plan. So it doesn't matter what he's going through. But still, that's still fucked up, no matter what the circumstance. And then he ends up, Felix has to up the deal for the other two because the brother of one of them was killed. The one who got his face smashed in by Aaron. And she has to, so now he's saying that one of them could get the brother share, so he'll have $500,000. The other one will get like $250,000 or $300,000 or something like that. Who knows how much money they're getting? They don't say it. But one of the guys says, you better be getting enough money to pay us. Which, first of all, there's no one that's accepting a job like this without getting paid. Are you serious? Like, that's the most stupid shit in this movie. The fact that these people are doing this without getting paid first. Are you serious? Like, is that a joke? Like, come on, really? Like, I just thought of that now. I wasn't even thinking of that, like, during this watch. These people really are doing this without getting paid, and they're just hoping that everything goes well, which it is not, like I said earlier, going well at all. Like, for the way that they wanted this to go. Not one bit. One of them is dead. I'm sure that wasn't in the game plan. Like, as long as 2 out of 3 of us make it back, plan successful. No, I'm pretty sure the plan was to have all 3 of them safe and intact at the end of this whole thing, so they can all get paid, which they should have been paid in the first place before doing any. Whatever. This is so stupid. I just realized how stupid that is. And then Aaron ends up stabbing the other guy in the neck. And then the score at the end of this movie, though, was fucking amazing. Amazing. That whole real heavy synthesizer arpeggios and stuff. Awesome. And then, like, it has, like, the random, like, beats. Like, and it fucking starts beating up. Love that. So good. Awesome score. Throughout the whole movie, the score is good. But just especially near the end. Like, when it gets with that synthesizer score. And then we have that cool scene with the camera flash going off over and over again, trying to disorient the guy, and then just takes the piece of wood and starts smashing the fuck out of his face. And then Aaron gets shot with the crossbow from Felix. They give Felix a crossbow to use. And she gets to brutally kill Felix, man. Takes the fucking blender and just takes the part of the blender, puts it on, and caves his fucking head in with it, and then plugs it in, turns it on, and starts fucking just cutting away at his fucking head and brain, whatever. Awesome stuff. And then Z just gets stabbed in the top of the head, and blood starts pouring over her face and shit like that. Like I said, for her line earlier, she should have got the blender. Like, at least that. But whatever, she's dead, and she's an evil person, and she's going to fucking hell, and then maybe someone could fuck her mom in hell in front of her, and then she can enjoy the shit out of that. Evil bitch that woman is. And then just finding out that your boyfriend was in on all this. That sucks. Like, that really blows. Like, having to find out that it's your boyfriend is in on this shit too. That it's not just the one brother. That sucks. And then him, though, even trying, even attempting, even opening his mouth for air, let alone to talk, to try to defend any of this shit. Are you serious? He's going to defend any of this to his girlfriend. Never going to happen. Like, ever. To anyone. Like, at all. Unless she was a woman like Z. Like fucking Felix's girlfriend. Like some sick bitch like that. But trying to defend his actions. And he starts by saying, like, like, we couldn't afford anything. We needed the money. Not a good start. At all. Like, for anything, really. That's not a good start. But for this situation of killing your entire family for inheritance money. Yeah. Shit just wasn't going well, honey. That's not a good start at all. And him just trying to say, go back to go to school or no more work, and just trying to work her. And then finally starts working on the wrong fucking thing, because as soon as he says, I love you, fucking she stabs him in the neck and then stabs him in the eye, or then the neck. I don't remember. And then cops show up and end up shooting her, and she falls to the ground, which sucks. And she had the whole place rigged up and stuff to kill everybody here, the people pulling this job. And we just have which is so common with Wingard and Barrett. Like, it's the same way in The Guest, how it's just like a what the fuck moment and then a smash cut ending. And we have the cop coming through the front door that has the axe set up to swing. And he breaks the door open and comes in, and she's, no, and it swings and hits him in the face, and just, you're next on the screen. Awesome stuff, man. Such a great film. So much fun. It's fucking nightmare. Man, the whole point of this film is that families can be a nightmare sometimes. Just don't fucking have them whacked for fucking a few $1 million. Wherever you're from, hoping you're having a good day, good night, whatever it is for you. And I will have more videos up later. Take care, guys.